Hey guys, it's Nick here in Carrollton, Ohio.
Hey guys, it's Nick again. Hey guys, it's Nick. Hey guys, it's Nick.
Hey guys, it's Nick here, GPS. We got another showcase going on. Today we have Eric Martin from Brews and Q's on Instagram. If you don't know who he is, how you doing, Eric?
Pretty good. And yourself?
Doing good. Trying to stay as warm as I could. Yeah, for sure. Always. For people that don't know you, just give us a little bit more background on who you are, where you're from, specialties, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm from Turlock, California, the small city of Turlock. There's probably maybe 70, 80,000 people that live here.
Gotcha.
I actually grew up in the small little village Denair next to it. There was a very small school. So
Cool.
I'm not big city living type or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I grew up around here. I've
Cool.
just lived around here pretty much my whole life. And I mean, I haven't really ventured out to live in new spots.
Gotcha.
I'm married. We have 2 kids.
Awesome.
Cool little establishment. I mean, it gets me going.
Exactly.
We have, I got my barbecues going on. Just recently in June, I quit my job, my full-time job to commit to barbecuing and catering. And I'm actually working with Oakland Dust as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. How was, like, what was your, main I mean, you're pretty relevant on Instagram and all your other social media accounts. It seems like you kind of grew really fast. What was, behind your decision to quit your day job and, pursue this full time? What did that kind of look like?
Well, actually, me and my wife had been talking about it for probably a little over a year.
Gotcha.
The whole catering thing,
Mm-hmm.
It started picking up, but then COVID hit and then everything went, down the toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
There were still jobs that were available, but I didn't want to take the chance of somebody possibly getting sick.
Yeah.
Or saying, I think maybe I got sick from this area or from that job.
Exactly.
So we cut that all out. And then, it started coming back around again when people were getting back together and, catering started picking back up. So it was like, you know what, if we're going to do it, let's just do it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Take the chance, and I'm sure it's paid off, and I'm sure, working for yourself and making your own hours and being able to live life instead of, working for someone else or doing all that stuff is definitely, I feel like it's like a lot of what the barbecue community wants to do. Yeah. But, it's kind of, because honestly, it is kind of like uncomforting to kind of step out and do something by yourself. But I'm sure, as you've known, the rewards are endless on that. You spoke about being from Turlock, California. I mean, I've seen a couple pictures of you with Chuck's Flavor Train and all that. Do you guys live close, or is that kind of just like a meetup thing, or what's that relationship like?
So I actually met Chuck through Instagram.
Oh, sweet.
Probably 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that.
Gotcha.
And then they had a meeting over there in Oakland, and he invited me up, and from there it was on. Chuck actually lives about maybe a little bit less than 2 hours away.
Gotcha.
Up in the Bay. We're the Central Valley, so all I gotta do is go up over the hill, and I'm pretty much there.
Cool. Are you? I know he's I know he's part of the Niner gang. Are you a Niners guy too? Or are you more a Chargers guy? Or
do I have to say?
No, whatever. If you're loyal to...
It's all good. I mean, I haven't watched football in a while, but so I actually grew up being a 49er fan.
Gotcha.
Until I was like in the 7th grade, and because my dad was a 49er fan.
Gotcha.
And then Barry Sanders came along, and then I jumped on the Detroit Lions. And since he left, it's been downhill for 30-some years.
Yeah, the Lions have not. I mean, I can't say anything. I'm a Browns fan, so I totally understand the heart wrenching of being a fan of a terrible franchise.
Yeah, it's It's like having
It's
a broken
hard.
leg for
Yeah,
your life.
ever. Exactly. So one thing I noticed, I was going through your Instagram a little while ago, a little bit throughout the day today. I see that you use Blazing Star, their rubs and stuff like that. We recently received, he sent us out some of his spices and stuff, and we used them. So what are some ways that you like using it the best? You know, is it steak, or have you used it on chicken before? What has been kind of with Blazing Star, what has been, you know, your use with his stuff?
So I'm really new to the Blazing Star as well.
Gotcha.
I just got some a couple weeks ago, and the first thing I did was use it on some pork belly. I used the Reaper. Oh
Gosh,
my
that
God.
thing, we put it, so me and Aaliyah, we put it on like tortilla chips and just did that seasoning like that. And that
Yeah.
stuff, it killed us, man. That thing, that's no joke. It's no joke.
Yeah. I mean, I love the heat though. I love that little
Yeah.
kick. But yeah, I mean, so I've used the Reaper, and then I used his beef rub on some tri-tip, and man, that was banging.
Cool.
Yeah, he's doing big things over there.
Yeah. One of the things that, you know, as I've been doing more showcases and talking to, you know, the big names in the barbecue community, their stories are all kind of the same about, you know, how they got started in barbecue. So what has been your story? I mean, a lot of people, you know, it's been family and it's just like something that they grew up with and they decided to take it over. Is that the same for you, or what's your story behind how you got involved with the barbecue industry?
So my story behind that would be, I mean, it's kind of funny because growing up and even in my early 30s, I hated cooking. I hated even making my own sandwiches, and you know, my mom still will tease me about that. But it's my mom and my grandma. They were always amazing cooks, and
Cool.
you know, I like to eat good food, and good food brings around a good crowd, and you know, people, they get to meet through good food. And I had actually just started kind of cooking chicken on a barbecue, you know, still scared. One thing about chicken is I was always scared, so I would always overcook it, you know.
Yeah.
And people would say, "Oh, it's good," but I know they're lying.
Yeah, it's probably dry and overcooked
Right?
a little bit.
But then, so from my gas grill, I actually got a Traeger.
Cool.
And was cooking on that for a while, and you know, things just started sparking, and I was like, man, this, you know, I'm liking.
You could do something with it.
Yeah, I started growing a passion for it, and then you know, from there I lit my first charcoal chimney, and it was on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you mentioned, you know, doing stuff with your wife too. Is that did she kind of have the same story? Did you just like rub off on her?
I kind of just pulled her into it. So
Gotcha. So do it.
she's my partner in cooking whenever I'm catering. You know,
Awesome.
I mean, she's awesome, and I couldn't ask for any better help. You know,
awesome.
And she's
cool.
she's willing to stand behind me and all my choices. So
that's what it's about. You need the girl back there to hold you strong for sure.
Exactly. And to slap me around every day.
Exactly. Put you back in your place.
Right?
Yeah. So that room you're in now, is that where you do like all of your, you know, prepping and stuff like that? Do you cook in there, or because I've seen like this room kind of in some of your videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, what's your process behind your cooks? Do you prep and cook in the same area, or what's that about?
So I have in our kitchen where I'm at now, it's a granite island.
Gotcha.
It's got enough space that I need for prepping and all my foods actually.
Cool.
You know, and the kitchen is just right over here. And
awesome.
So yeah, and then I got my grills all out that door too. So it goes from prepping out to the door to the grill, or prepping over here to the kitchen. So it's kind of like the midway.
Yeah.
And it works great.
Cool. Speaking about your grills and stuff, we recently got in touch with the Char Grill grillers.
Okay.
If you use Char Grill, or are you still a Traeger guy, or both, or what's that like?
No. So I'm 100% Char Griller right now.
Cool.
Well, I have my offset, that Murillo.
Yeah.
Metalworks built too. That thing is badass. I mean, the guy does some serious great work.
Awesome.
But yeah,
we are, go ahead.
oh, as far as my backyard barbecue, I'm running
Yeah.
all char griller stuff. I got
Sweet.
their Grand Champ XD offset,
Awesome.
their gravity feed. I have their Acorn and as well as their flat iron griddle, and
Wait, you
they're
got it
all
all.
awesome grills. Yeah.
You're killing it back there, huh?
Oh, I'm having a good time. I got my stage set up.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. The reason I ask is because we recently were in touch with them, their marketing team, and they were willing to send us out a grill for, the cooks that we're going to start doing, and, highlighting people like yourselves. If you have a recipe you want to send, we'll do it the GPS way and then shout you out and everything. So if there was like something that you could recommend, do you recommend the gravity ones? I know it's that takes more time just from the stuff, I've been researching, or like our like marketing team was looking at like I think it's called like the Texas Trio or something like that. Do you know anything about that? Or what do you recommend, amateur cooks, kind of something easy, but we want to have like the split, the gas and the charcoal grill.
Oh, so you want to have the split 50-50 then?
Yeah.
Okay, those are good.
Cool.
No, those are great. I mean, I'm not going to knock on anybody the way they cook or anything like that. I love, hey, charcoal is great. Gas is great. Shoot, I even use my oven. I mean,
yeah,
I cook on everything, bro.
exactly.
It is what it is. But gas grill is great to step up into and
sweet
and get to learn. And if you get the 50-50, then you get the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Char Griller grills, they have some amazing grills. I've always had a great experience with them.
Yeah, we recently, so we talked to them back in April when COVID was, crazy and everything. And then we recently reached back out to them, and they, they're all for, sending us a grill, and they're very supportive of everything we do. So I was just asking you if you had, any ideas. So I'll definitely keep that in mind.
If you do like charcoal, though, the gravity feed is a great grill. It only takes about 5 minutes to light.
Cool.
And then from there, you play with your temps and
awesome.
And it's go.
It's a learning process for sure, which I think is what's going to be the most fun about it.
It is.
And that's another thing, like all you guys have been talking to me about, is like, keeping it fun, and it's okay if you screw up a couple times.
Did you know that this show is brought to you by Golden Protective Services? Let me tell you. Golden Protective Services is the industry leader in food safety products. You might ask, does GPS do other stuff than the best nitrile disposable gloves in the game? Let me tell you, we're everyone's favorite glove company, but we'll also be your favorite protective equipment company. We got mats, we got aprons, we got whatever you need, we've got it. Visit that link in the description below. So go on. I don't know what you're waiting for. Go visit the link in the description below, because this is everyone's favorite glove company for a reason.
Because everyone does it, and you won't get better until you get worse. So
exactly. I mean, I've messed up quite a few cooks in my time.
I bet.
Yeah.
What's your, if you have like family and friends around, what's kind of your go-to, cook you do? Is it ribs, chicken, steak? What is, someone comes to you and says, hey, Eric, we're coming over tonight. Cook us something good. What is that going to be?
Oh man, it's got to be steak. I'm a huge steak fan. Between the rib eyes, the chuck eyes, the New Yorks, flank steaks. I'm a huge beef eater. Cool. And if and sometimes when people want to come, if they give me enough time in advance, maybe it's a brisket, or some pork ribs.
Gotcha.
I mean, I love to cook it all, but just my go-to has got to be steak for sure.
Gotcha. Cool. And then I know, your name, Brews and Q's. How did that come about? And, do you only drink certain things with certain types of meats, or are you kind of the same way, just whatever you're feeling that day?
The whole Brews and Q's came from, I actually started off brewing beer.
Oh, sweet.
before I started barbecuing. Yeah, I mean, it sounds sweet and all, but it was not sweet.
No,
Because
that it's a process.
it became a huge money pit, and I would be dumping more beer than I, than drinking it, because it's not an easy thing to do, and you need some pretty good equipment. And
Yeah,
it
that
was
stuff
always
can get
like I was always
expensive.
trying to find the next best thing to buy,
Yeah,
and at the same time I'm buying all these craft beers too, so it was, yeah, I was
it is a
double
money pit.
dipping, and yeah, but
Cool.
I mean, I made a couple good batches,
Cool.
but it's still a cool process. It's fun.
Yeah,
Uh, but
awesome.
yeah,
That's
barbecue
something
became my passion after that.
sweet, sweet. Yeah, I didn't know that about you at all. I just thought, oh, he likes his drinks and he likes barbecue, but
Oh, for
that's cool
sure, I
you made
do.
your own stuff. That's cool that you made your own stuff. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. So are you more of like, because I've seen, a picture that you have actually with Chuck on Instagram. You guys have wine and then you guys
Mhm.
have beer, and I've seen a couple whiskey things throughout. So you're just an everything kind of guy, or do you prefer beer over wine, or what's kind of that?
It's kind of the mood.
Gotcha.
It's not all. If I start drinking wine one night, I may end up switching to beer.
Yeah,
It kind of depends on what I'm eating too. I like to pair certain things, and
cool.
because when you pair, it does bring out the best of both. And um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, I, I'm not
Whatever
like
you're feeling.
yeah, for sure.
You're not like a wine snob or a whiskey snob. It's just,
I
the
mean, I like
vibe.
my good wines and good whiskeys for sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, if somebody serves me something, I'll be down to drink it.
Exactly. So for people that will be watching this on YouTube and stuff and listening on Spotify around this time next week, um, if you had to, what is your use? Like, how do you use our gloves? What are some benefits? And then if you honestly just want to be honest and let us know if there's anything, that could be better with our gloves or anything like that, tell us a little bit more about your experience with the diesels.
So my experience with them is I use them anything from cleaning my grills to prepping to cooking to for
Gotcha.
even somewhat heat resistant.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna actually just grab something and hold on to it for a long time. But
Exactly.
actually, if I have to do a quick grab, it does break the heat. When I
Gotcha.
am cleaning my grills, it keeps my hands and everything from getting super greasy or full of charcoal and ash and dust. My hands are a little bit on the drier side, and
Gotcha.
so I'm always having to wash them, and
Uh-huh.
from all the just dirt and stuff that I do anyways. But yeah, I mean, it protects me pretty good
Cool.
as far as that goes. And when I actually, because I don't always just change my gloves when I'm done
Yeah.
doing something, I'll put them underneath the sink, wash them
Multi-use.
with dish soap, and it's like a fresh pair again.
Cool.
And yeah, and as far as the durability, they don't tear.
Cool.
If I get caught on a bone or something, it may be snag, but it doesn't
Yeah.
tear. And
Sweet.
yeah. So I mean, I definitely stand behind them 100%.
Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate that. Is there anything, because we're always constantly trying to like improve our product. I mean, when we first started about 20 years ago, if I'm not mistaking that, but it's just what I've heard, that the diesel glove has changed so much from, our customers. We don't, we don't pay for followers on Instagram. We just send samples out. This is the product. Give us your feedback. So if there's anything ever that, that could be better about our gloves, just let us know and we'll try to do that for you. We have a new product coming. I'm not going to talk too much about it. But I'm sure you guys in the barbecue community will love it. So
No
thank you
doubt.
thank you. Thank you for the good words and support on that. You've been supporting us for a while now, and that's why we want to get you guys on, you, Chuck, Chappie Matt. I don't know if you know Dominate Foods. I think he's a
Yeah.
California guy.
Yeah.
He's been on here. So all you guys have said good things and we appreciate it. And we'll continue to support those who support us. That's kind of our motto this upcoming year. It's kind of what we're going to keep pushing forward on. So thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, Nick, for having me. Appreciate it.
One more question before you go. It's kind of our wrap up question. If you had to pick anybody in history to sit down with and have a drink, who would it be and why?
Man.
gotta.
I don't know. Sorry, you might want to cut that.
gotta keep the mind working here.
Yeah, man. You know, since the beginning when I started cooking, I've always been fascinated by Wolfgang Puck. I mean,
Gotcha.
It's just something about the guy, his flow, his energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to sit down and have some whiskey and a cigar with Wolfgang Puck.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good answer. I will reach out to you here shortly. We want to send you a little something, and I will DM. Yeah, I'll DM you here shortly. Thank you again for giving us your time. Enjoy the warm weather and the rest of the day that you have.
Yeah, I won't rub in that warm weather that we got going.
Not yet, at least.
Right.
Right. All right, Eric. I'll see you. Thank you again.
Have a good one, Nick.
Bye.
All right.